Yo, the level of emasculation from this woman is insane. I'm not even sure what the purpose is of her going on this whole podcast tour, what this building a platform is. I don't know if it's one of those things where you see black women a lot of times say that they have to have some kind of purpose, they want to leave their mark on this world. You know, it's not with the legal justice system. It's not working on behalf of freeing inmates that wasn't wrongly imprisoned. It's not some meaningful cause. It's her wanting to get her stuff off. That's what it just seems like, man. I genuinely don't understand.
Right.
But the minute we had kids, it was like, where are you going? And how far? And you start measuring, it's like, how many diapers did you change? And, oh, you're golfing? Yeah. Oh, you got time? Oh, you got time to golf? How you at the gym all the time?
Why you in my brain right now?
Yes, for some time now, we have been talking about this lady since the day she started this podcast. From one controversy to another, when you take a look at this tweet, Michelle Obama liked to live in the moment, and she seems to have had a fun banter with her podcast guest amid her divorce rumors with her husband, Barack Obama. Extremely concerning. She said something that triggered a lot of people on social media. I don't know if you've seen this. I have a couple of clips. I'm going to show you what exactly is going on. She's talking like she's single. For some time now, Megyn Kelly is reacting to her videos, but this guy was spot on. If you love what I'm doing here, please subscribe, share the video, and if possible, check if your notification is on.
Now let's turn to this. Former First Lady Michelle Obama has been on quite the podcast spree these days, and it feels like she's airing her and, well, her own and President Obama's dirty laundry. Let's try to look at that.
Sometimes I get in the bed and I'm freezing.
Yes.
And other times it's like, oh my God, take my skin off.
It's like, the change in temperature is wild. For any woman, anytime, but especially at this age.
It's a battle with a partner, right? Mm-hmm. Because he's always cold. And I'm like, do not touch. And sometimes I wake up hot and I'll wake him up. Did you touch the thermostat? You touched the thermostat, didn't you? He's like, it didn't, I swear to God. He now knows. He's afraid of the thermostat. I said, I don't care what you do. Do not touch anything in this room after I go to sleep. Do you wear an eye?
You know what? I'm just not ready for that. No. I'm not ready to hear about her menopause and waking up hot. It's a lot. It's a lot for a First Lady. So I don't know if she's joking around or throwing shade at her husband. Question. Her latest comment to Airbnb CEO is certainly raising some eyebrows. Watch this.
You know, I have to say, Brian, if I'm a single girl out there and I find out that Brian Chesky is single and I can like stay in his house,
there she
have
goes.
you ever?
There you go. Right to the relationship, Brian. You don't have to be feel pressured.
No, but we've never talked about this.
He just got here.
Have you ever?
Her and her husband have tried to set me up before, so
I'm very invested in Brian's love life.
Wow. Really tell me, how can a mere person like me interpret that? Even Barack Obama, how can he interpret that? I don't find this funny at all. I don't know if she is going on a tour to embarrass Barack Obama or what exactly. I'm not a fan of his, but when I see this happening every single time, it baffles me. Like I said, how can you interpret this? I really want to know. Because a mere person would think differently. Even Barack, how can he interpret this? I'm so fed up. I'm tired, seeing this every time. I've been reporting videos about Michelle since the day she started this podcast. I'm helping people not to watch that reason. I always bring clips, like this, so you can see exactly what is happening on
before. So
I'm very invested in Brian's love life.
Wow.
Tell me.
Everybody's got a podcast now. Isn't that crazy? Listen, I like when we see leaders from whatever party. I like when we see them kind of drop the facade and be themselves. I think we all enjoy that. I'm not mad at her for telling personal stories. But there is something about being a first lady and maybe kind of guarding a legacy a little bit, especially since it's the Obamas. People love the Obamas. And she's kind of airing out all the dirty laundry. I don't know if she's doing it for views because her podcast initially was struggling a little bit.
Saw that.
And so maybe she feels that she needs to do this, you know, throw some dirty laundry out, make it like a reality show to get some more eyeballs and attention. But it's certainly not like any first lady we've seen before.
It's a battle with a partner, right? Because he's always cold. And I'm like, do not touch. And sometimes I wake up hot and I'll wake him up. Did you touch the thermostat? You touched the thermostat, didn't you? He's like, it didn't, I swear to God. He now knows. He's afraid of the thermostat. I said,
Yo, the level of emasculation from this woman is insane. I'm not even sure what the purpose is of her going on this whole podcast tour, what this building a platform is. I don't know if it's one of those things where you see black women a lot of times say that they have to have some kind of purpose. They want to leave their mark on this world. You know, it's not with the legal justice system. It's not working on behalf of freeing inmates that wasn't wrongly imprisoned. It's not some meaningful cause. It's her wanting to get her stuff off. That's what it just seems like, man. I genuinely don't understand, because everything that she talks about that is relevant has something to do with her husband. It's always what he don't like and how she disagree with him. It's somewhat emasculating. And I know that women that's going to cape for is going to say something different, but it is emasculating.
I'm very invested in Brian's love life.
It's almost like she's never been a first lady before. Like, she don't know that every single thing that she does is going to be scrutinized. Now, remember, other first ladies, they just get their bag, they be successful, they live off their life. She is very much a reflection of what we deal with every single day as regular human beings and regular men in the black community. Maybe not me, but most men.
This guy's right. I reacted to a video from Megyn Kelly 3 days ago. I don't know if you saw that. Let me replay the video for people who never saw.
I'm horrified. And we're back to our daily segment of Michelle Obama's terrible, terrible life. Boo effing who.
People line up for my advice. And you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like, I've written books. I've given speeches.
Why don't we choose more carefully who we're going to lionize? Not just us, but like the Harvards and the MITs of the world. Look how they lionized Epstein, not to mention the Bill Clintons. Why don't we choose?
Yeah, someone responding to this video, this level of blind and narcissistic attitude has raveled through the entire Democratic leadership, created by their need to feel important when actually accomplish nothing, no holding any true intelligence. It's fantasy for fools. Someone responded to this video.
And we're back to our daily segment of Michelle Obama's terrible, terrible life. Boo effing who. She went on a podcast called Diary of a CEO. It's kind of rings a bell like a founder kind of situation. And once again, wants you to know how awful it is to be married with children.
There are just many natural reasons why marriage, infertility, trying to have kids makes things difficult. It's like I try to tell couples, of course it's hard. Just listen to what I said, right? Like, it's probably, if you're having some issues in your marriage, it's not you, it's the process of marriage. It's just all hard, because guess what happens when it all works out right? You know what you end up with? Babies. Little people with their own sense of everything. They mess you up. You love them dearly, but they're a hassle.
What? I mean, there's something wrong with this person. Like, she's seriously depressed. She has the most negative, dark outlook on life I've ever heard from a public figure. Certainly one who's been given so much. Okay, her window into motherhood and having a child, the first thing she says, they mess you up. They mess you up. Maybe that's what happened to her. Maybe she was totally delightful before the 2 daughters came along. I don't know. She clearly is not enjoying motherhood and enjoying being in a marriage. Even less. It's not you if things get hard. It's all hard. It's all hard. This is so backward. I have news for you. I've been married twice, and I get along with my...
Yes. Have you noticed something? Since Michelle Obama started this whole podcast, every time she liked to complain. Everything. Oh, the stay in the White House is expensive. Or now complaining about children. Like,
It's not hard at all. It's totally delightful. If you marry the right person... And by the way, my ex-husband is happily married now, too. If you marry the right person, it's not hard. You don't talk about it this way. It's not to say you never have a hard spot. But she talks about, like, the whole institution.
Thank you guys for always being there, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. I'm grateful. Every single time when I see your comment and like shares, it makes me motivate me to create more videos like I do daily.
What did you make of Donald Trump's post this morning alleging that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, this guy, all the deals, but he still has time for this. You gotta love it. Since I said I hate, she's no longer hot.
I don't want to make the video long. I will end here.
Justice will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial.
Require Carmelo to run. He had
100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies in their amplification.
This is not going to end. Right is right and wrong is wrong. All good.
If you see any clips after this, that is just for the YouTube algorithm.
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense. The kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you look at the facts of the case and compare the two. You have to compare who was the initial aggressor.
Bedroom, because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything. And then the
Registration Act is
talking about this man,
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
first term, and you will be very...
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does every year. This Carmelo Anthony case.
Live in the White House. Many people...
Like a little unhinged drunk.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black